A few days ago, I had done a video about first principles thinking. In that, I had covered this model called cost-benefit disassembly. I have a detailed illustration I created at that time. Feel free to check that out. At that time, I really wanted to animate that model just to add some interest to my video. However, it was taking longer. So in the interest of time, I went ahead not animating it. Since that video, I had some time, so I've created an interesting looking animation which I want to show you next. Then I will break down how I have created this animation. So first, let's look at this animation. Here you will notice this yellow box comes along the assembly line, gets picked up by this robotic arm, and gets dropped into this yellow basket or bin. Then comes the red box, it gets rejected. It proceeds into the reject bin. So this animation will keep looping. On the left hand side, we have a bunch of micro animations. I recently did a short about these sliders. I have also covered these speed dials in my micro animations video. The third one at the bottom is a new one. I will cover that in another short. And this here is just a video. So we will focus on this right hand side animation, and I will explain step by step how I have created this animation. So here is the slide design mode. On the right hand side, you will see we have a bunch of animations. It can look intimidating. However, once I break this down, it will look straightforward. To make it simpler, ignore animations starting from here to this point. These ones apply to the left hand side, and for this right hand side, the animations start from here. So we only need to worry about these many animations. They still look a lot, but once I explain, it'll make sense. For the first step, you will need the static arm, which will not be animated, and we will need this box, which is just two rectangles made to look like a box. You will need to select this box, then go to animations, apply line animation. From effect options, choose this option called right, because we want our box to move from left to right. You will need to align the end position of this box just underneath this robotic arm. For step 2, first we need to make sure that this original box disappears and a new box appears exactly at the same point. This is because in PowerPoint we cannot continue to animate the same object multiple times for the line animation. So I cannot just apply one line animation and then from here apply another line animation, which is why first we need to make sure that this box disappears and in its place a new box appears, and we will animate that box. One last thing for step 2 is we apply auto reverse to this robotic arm. So once it descends downwards, it automatically goes back up to its original position. For step 3, we need to apply up line animation to this yellow box here, and we need to time it so that when auto reverse starts from step 2, our box also is synchronized with the arm going up. Apply disappear animation to this box here, this arm, and these two rectangles, and then have this entire thing reappear again in its place. For step 4, we just need to apply line animation that goes to right for this entire thing. For step 5, first we apply disappear animation to this entire thing and add a reappear animation to all of them in the same place. Once we do that, select this box and apply float out animation so that this box looks like it's going downwards into this bin. For step 6, this whole arm needs to move to the left hand side. So again, line animation that goes to the left. At the beginning of every step, make sure that the previous object disappears and a new object reappears in the exactly same place. So I won't be repeating that again. Once our arm reaches this position, the red box should appear. Then apply line animation that goes to right. And as this box comes to about this position, apply a teeter animation that's under emphasis. So it looks like the arm is shaking a bit. It's almost like saying no to this red box. And then the red box proceeds to go into this red bin. One final step is we need to add the animation of float out to this red box and have it start once this line animation ends. This float out animation would be similar to the one you saw in step 5 for the yellow box. Once all of this is done, we need to loop this animation. There is no direct way to loop this animation from this animation tab. So we need to create a slideshow and have the same slide repeat over and over again. Let's say this is our final slide. To create a slideshow, go to slideshow tab, click on custom slideshow, click on custom shows, click on new, then click on the slide you would like repeated. So in our case, it's slide 2. Add it, give this a name that you can remember, click OK, close it. To set up the slideshow, click on Setup Slideshow. Make sure this loop continuously until escape option is selected. And here under show slides, click on custom show and select your custom show that you just created. Then click OK. Also make sure use timings is checked. If we go into slideshow mode, it should repeat the slide over and over again. Now that we have looked at how to animate conceptually, let's map each of these steps to these actual animations. So ignore these animations from video to rounded rectangle part, and our real animation starts from here. So group 1058. This is the line animation applied to this yellow box. It's supposed to go from this point to this point. Once it reaches there, we apply a disappear animation to that box. At the same time, we have the same box reappear on top of it. Then we apply the line animation for this robotic arm so that it descends downwards towards the box. Next animation is for this box to go up with this arm. Once both the box and the robotic arm reaches its starting position, we apply disappear animation to this shape and the box. So these 4 animations are the disappear animations for the box, this arm, and these 2 rectangles. Then we have the entire arm reappear again along with the box. So these 2 animations are for that. Then we apply the line animation that goes to right for this arm and the box. Then we have this box disappear. In its place, we have a new box that appears. Then we apply a float out animation to this box, so it looks like the box is dropping into the bin. Then we also apply disappear animation to this entire arm and have it reappear again. Then we apply line animation that goes to left for this entire arm. Once it gets to that position, we have this red box appear. We apply the line animation to this red box that extends up to this point. Then we apply this float out animation to this red box, so it looks like it's dropping into this red bin. And finally, we apply teeter animation to this arm and time it here so that just when the box reaches up to this point, the animation kicks in, so it looks as if this arm is rejecting this box. And that's all there is to it. Once we have made this slide, just apply the slideshow and have this animation repeat. I will be leaving a link to download this file in the description. So download it, have a look at it, play around with this. If there are any questions or if you are stuck anywhere, drop those questions in the comments and I will be happy to respond. It's possible to create complex animations in PowerPoint. You just need time and patience, but you can do it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.